Oh, friends, let me get out of the way. What's that? There's a train coming. I wonder what today's story will be about. Can you guess? It'll be about trains. Let me show you the book. Let me hop onto the train before I read my story. Hold on, friends. I don't want to be outside of the train. I want to be inside. Okay. Phew. Okay. I'm in one of the cable cars now. Now, today's story is called Pete the Cat's Train Trip. Ooh, kind of bright. Let me see if I can close the blinds real quick. Thank you. See if you, there you go, much better. Thank you. So, Pete the cat cannot wait to visit his grandma with his mom and his brother Bob. They get to ride on a train. Make sure you don't lose your ticket, says Mom. She gives one ticket to Pete and one to Bob. One ticket for Pete and one ticket for Bob. And they brought their, what is that? Their luggages. There they go. Pete looks up at the big board. Our train is leaving at 10 o'clock, he says. A train speeds by. That's not our train. That's a cargo train, Bob tells Pete. It's finally 10 o'clock and the train arrives at the station. All aboard, calls the conductor. Pete is so excited, he's the first one on the train. Pete's mom finds 3 seats together. I can't wait to see Grandma, says Bob. I can't wait to explore the train, says Pete. The conductor comes to collect the tickets. Pete hands over his. I love trains, says Pete. Really? I can show you around if you like, says the conductor. Pete nods his head. The conductor gives Pete an engineer's hat. Great, let me introduce you to the engineer, says the conductor. Pete follows the conductor from car to car as the floor rumbles under his feet. Wow, Pete says when they get to the caboose. We're going over a what? A bridge. And who remembers what a caboose is? The caboose is all the way at the end of the train. Pete sees his mom and Bob. They are at the snack bar. I got this for you, says Bob. What did his brother get for Pete? What kind of snack is that? A crunchy apple, maybe? Pete follows the conductor. He goes to the front of the train. Come in, says the engineer. Wow, Pete says. The engineer shows him the engine and how everything works. This is the engineer. The engineer shows Pete the train's brakes. Look, there's a tunnel up ahead. Do you know what the brakes do? It says S-T-O-P. That means it stops. That's what brakes do. When they go through the tunnel, everything gets dark. Pete gets to honk the horn. Toot toot. It's so much fun. Once they're out of the tunnel, everything is light again. They're almost at Grandma's house. Pete better get back to Mom and Bob. Thanks for showing me around, Pete says. He learned so much about trains today. Anytime. Have fun with your grandma, says the engineer. Pete walks back to his seat where Mom and Bob are. It is a much longer walk than he remembered. He stops and meets new friends along the way. Who does he meet? It's like a little bird or a chickie. And something that goes cluck cluck. Chicken. And someone that goes moo. Who's that? Some cows. They all live in different towns. They are getting off at different stops. What a groovy ride. There's Pete's seat. It's good to see Mom again.
We are getting off at the next stop, says Mom. Pete is happy he made it back to his seat in time. He can't wait to see Grandma. Toot toot! Pete looks out the window and sees... Who's that? Grandma! He waves at her from the window. Once the train door opens, Pete is the first one off the train. He rushes over to give Grandma a big hug. It feels good. How was the ride over? Asked Grandma. It was groovy. I got a cool hat and met the engineers, says Pete. Pete loves riding the train. He even drew a picture of the train for Grandma. Grandma loves it. What a special day. The end, friends. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed that story. That was Pete the Cat's train trip. Maybe you can go on a pretend train trip too. You can line up some chairs and make some tickets. Maybe you have a conductor hat that you can wear. I'll add some activities for you to try below in the description box. That was today's story. I hope you all are doing well. And I'll see you next time. Bye.